The Hokies will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. The Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. He makes the catch. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Those corner routes are really, really good versus cover 2. You know, the corner's playing zone coverage, and that receiver can push up the field and really break out between the safety and the corner, and had a lot of success on that one.
To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Lost to throw again. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
To the air, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside and out wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because in the 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Looking to throw on third. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Snags it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. This should be the last play of the quarter. Give to the running back. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
And the Hokies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking for room, it's Baxter. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense is there to make the stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be.
Which way?
You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Red Bulls. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Yeah, how about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it spark, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and read this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it down the right side. Running free. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. From the gun, running back on the move. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Red Wolves with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He wants to change this route. They'll go up top on second and short. Intercept him. The defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Hokies. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
The number one job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure. The hit on the quarterback forces the INT. And then Oski, as soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, and take that thing back to the house.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Red Wolves will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Red Wolves moving quickly to the line. They go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And they did tack on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. back to pass. It's Sayed. Just a short pass to the tight end. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Wants to go up top on first down. He uncorks one deep. Makes the ground to the 25 and there's room. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Here's the pressure. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. He rifles one deep to the left. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision making.
So now it's 2nd and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And to get rid of it quickly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The sure hands, it's Scott. On the move at the 30. Ernie on the Jets. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
One of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
Picked off and then ruin an early drive with a turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Red Wolves will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Fourth down and 13, and the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
The Hokies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. He tries to take the top off. Makes the grab on the big throw. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Hokies! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He might want another play. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Right down the middle. Sure hands, it's Scott. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Back to pass on second down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's brought down, but this interception, a
don't think so.
way to end this quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if... And the Wolverines will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. To adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, the big fellas, they got to catch the ball in the middle of the field. I mean, this is the area you want to work with them. You get that big body dragging across the formation, and You can throw it, you can miss so high with these guys, but they got the soft hands usually, and he probably wants that one back.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's going to run it. There he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Wants to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. With the catch, it's Scott.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And the Red Bulls come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the year.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ojabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Sixth play of the drive coming up. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
Finds his man. It's Gonzalez. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's McCoy. Makes the grab on the left. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need 6s.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Let's send the tight end in motion. Going with the ground game left. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Here's a heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. A long way to go on 4th and goal. Gets the back moving. To throw, it's McCoy. Lets it go to the end zone. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll go to the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Scott. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Might be calling a hot route. A little 2 inches along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the step off, now they have to deal with 1st and 15. They'll go to the air. He's got him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. The throw to the outside is complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Deontay trying to work night on opening.
Handoff to the running back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys. Those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
Oh.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Back to throw, it's McCoy. Spits it out to the back. Snagged in the middle, it's Hobbs. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. They'll run it from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Fields. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Hobbs. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's high. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking downfield very late in the half.
Stupid ass nigga.
Picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. The Red Wolves will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Not a lot of offense, in fact, no offense in terms of scoring there in the first half.
You got to give the defense credit on both sides. They've been physical. They've been making plays. So now, which of these offenses can break the tie? It's not going to be easy, but for this offense now taking the ball here first in the second half, they've got to get something.
Finally giving the defense some credit. How did that feel coming out of your mouth? Did it hurt? Like, did you not like to say that? It sounded painful.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Running behind that left side. Slithers into space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to
Are you streaming?
Tons of credit. They are so physical up front.
No, I'm talking about are you using the streaming service?
Right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Yeah.
And the Wolverines, where they
I'm about to say they can hear you on Twitch if you're talking on there.
Looking for a man. It's McCoy. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, it's been a defensive struggle so far in this game. In the first half, we saw that, and I guess the question is in the second half, can these defenses keep it up? It looks like this one can. Getting a sack there on second down. They're still playing with a...
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
The Wolverines line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. On his way from around the 50. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the third possession is the charm. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback may change this route. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Scott. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many
My
ways as
nigga
possible
Bob
to
is
get
in
this guy going.
shambles.
Just
He
get him
just
the
wants
ball.
somebody to
Close
help.
line
He
of
just need
scrimmage.
help.
Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Under fire. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top.
Bro!
Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. And you saw it right there.
They'll start this drive with a pass. They get to him as he throws. Breaks into the open on the left. Touchdown, Michigan. And that one will give them the lead.
And finally, somebody gets on the scoreboard. A first half of no points, 0-0. Now in the third quarter. Sometimes when you get that rhythm and that offense rolling, sometimes it's hard to stop. So let's see if this is a trend setter. Let's see if this starts the offensive momentum.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's St. Clair. It's complete on the right side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You know, this offense has a ton of speed at wide receiver, and they can generate explosive plays throwing it down the field. It's not just going to be go routes and post throws. How about executing the corner route against man-to-man coverage?
Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Scott. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
One final play before the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws for the tight end. This time he's got his man. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Rushes on him. Pressure's there and he lets it go. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Now on second down. Has to throw again. Fires to the right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there.
Jock, you getting duty?
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got a man. It's Brown. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion.
Let's get on here. Niggas just got the best teams. Just play man coverage the whole game.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Looking to the big tight end.
And they just don't let me animate. You threw it right to me.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The give out of the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit, because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense, because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this 1st down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
They've got it at the 41. 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking for a man. It's McCoy. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Catch in the middle. It's Fields. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there, because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Hands it off. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10.
And he finally breaks when they get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
A first down run in the red zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This possession from their own 20. To the air, it's St. Clair. Under fire. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This defense continues to...
Yeah.
Titans will kick it off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The ground game. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And the Red Wolves come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's St. Clair. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Making side adjustments here. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll move the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Proctor. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Looking for the score. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Crosses midfield. Inside the 30. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here we go. Try to get it to the edge. Got some room in under the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't.
Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. To the air, it's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Now from inside the red zone. Pressure coming. Grabbed in the middle. It's Edwards. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Spartans want to move quickly. Here's the handoff. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Tight end now in motion. Fires into the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
The Spartans come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. To the end zone he goes. Touchdown, San Jose State. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Breaks into the open. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Caught close to the marker, it's Brown. At the 35, he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Hey, 27, jump!
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Pushes ahead. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. The Red Wolves come to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
Yeah, that was crazy.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Looking down the middle. With the catch, it's Edwards. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. From the red zone, looking for a space. Going for 6. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Mm. Mm. That joker tired. Joker tired. Oh. Walk the dog. Yeah, I saw it. He got a bad throw meter. That's what made it high. If he'd have got a good throw, it would have been a pick. That nigga. Out the. That's crazy. I'm about to say, challenge it. When he threw it, I thought it was out the. I thought it was too high and out the back. No, hold on. I was watching his stream on my tablet. Hold on. Whoa! This is the most egregious thing I've ever seen in my life. They gave him a touchdown. He's not even. He didn't even get a foot on the out of bounds line. His foot. This is the touchdown at like the end of the game. He scored with like 20 seconds left. He throws it. It's too high. When he threw it, I thought it was out the back of the end zone. The dude jumps up. His first foot comes up so far out of bounds. It's not even touching the out of bounds line. And he challenged it, and they said it was a touchdown. Bring it down. Bring the angle down some. Can you bring the angle? No, you can't. Yeah, like that. Yeah, right there. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Yeah, it's not even close. Yeah, not even close. That's the worst. That's the worst thing I've ever seen on this game. That's the shit. That's the shit really make you want to put the game down for real, man.
And the Aztecs will get us underway with the opening kickoff.
That was the both. That was a bad pass too. The one that in the end zone. That one and the one on the other fourth down that he
He'll
called
start the return inside his
was a bad pass.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Got the quick pass. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. This guy's always always a big part of the game plan, and they get him involved right off the bat.
I mean, it's pretty simple. Your best players should touch the football the most.
Yeah.
First play out the gates. I know I got a
On the
big-time
road.
advantage, big-time wide receiver. Get him the football, make the gain. I expect we'll see a lot more of that throughout this football game.
Well, it's plays like
The
that
home
that'll
field,
help
the
this
home field is
offense
out of
stay
pocket,
with the
man.
ball game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Red Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Using his feet to buy time. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, this is a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Miller wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
It's caught. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aztecs.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He might want another play.
All right.
Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Going to take a shot on second and short. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Wants to throw on third. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Steps away to find some room. Looking left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. Inside the touchdown, San Diego State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Good timing on the quick out. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Offense changing the play. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Bringing the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. He's looking downfield to throw. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
It'll be fourth and goal, and it'll be a tough one. He's looking to pass. Looking for the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Red Bulls!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in front.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Miller will go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. That's caught. It's Hardy. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes. The Golden Gophers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They got the big fellas out there. A three tight end look on 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. Running to Green. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Working that left side now.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The Red Wolves in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 1st down. Throwing right. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Arkansas State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Finds his tight end.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
To the ground with the back.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He throws one to the left. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Throws to the back. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. This time on target. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to get the corner. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Got it in the middle, it's Belling. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolute.
He's got it, first down and more. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. They've got a first down here to open the period. The toss to the outside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, your running back, he gets out there faster. Got a positive gain. Still a couple plays here left, too.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Buying some time. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Here comes the heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got it in the middle, it's Payne. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner goes down.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly. Underneath toaster coverage. Got it deep downfield.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Yeah, and I love running my tight ends across the formation. Just big targets that I can find a way to get the football to. Nice snag, nice little positive gain for my offense.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's St. Clair. Pulls it in, it's Scott. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst.
Touchdown, Red Wolves! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point was good. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Here's a heat. Using his legs to buy some time. Complete to the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Unleashes one. And to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game. And that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more snap coming before halftime.
Oh, yeah.
Power football with the run. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Red Wolves will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return.
It's like
here.
the white way of saying, fuck these niggas talking about.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Going for it all. He's got it down the left. Turning it on. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Golden Gophers.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Using his legs, it's Scott. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
It might be a little bit later.
Going to swing it on 2nd down.
I think he got Trout.
But he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to.
We can play Wednesday.
That's
fine. Play Wednesday.
Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair.
All right.
For the tight end. Got his man downfield. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The run from the shotgun. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. The quick out. Got enough space. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. If you see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit.
Jock, you know I never really listened to the for all my dogs, Drake's. No, I never really listened to
from
it.
inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of
Except
the line, and down he goes.
except the single with Cole. That's really the only song I ever heard off there.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work
When I
with.
seen you sent that song, I need to check this out.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays.
About to finish this game, and I
but you
probably
got to
out
stop
this
the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair.
Bad. Did you see that video?
It's Scott. Third down.
I think it's in the Discord.
Are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
I think he put it in there. I haven't been in there. It
Great
just looked
job by
like
the
that's
running
what
back
happened.
here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Yeah, it was a touchdown.
Looking to throw on first down. And
Yeah.
he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got a man. It's Brown. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
How nice is it in this offense to
That's
have
nice.
the best receiver playing
Yeah,
in
they
the
ain't
slot?
close,
You're
bro.
matching him up against linebackers,
They ain't
against
close, bro.
safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Takes a hit as he fires. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife,
No, when I first saw it, I was like, maybe he like came down and his foot like skipped out of bounds or something.
That'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Everybody just quit, so take my ass to bed. All right, man.